Hello, welcome back to another edition of Junkyard Hack. Today what we're going to go over is the repair in the fender that I'm going to be installing on the 67 Galaxy. Now first let me show you what I did so far. Okay, right there you'll see a not quite square cutout, rather sloppily done at least, of the top part there. That was rusty, and I cut out the rusty part to repair it. Now normally what I would have done was I would have removed all the rust as best I could and slapped some fiberglass infused filler or fiberglass filler type material in there, like a Bondo with fiberglass in it. Smoothed it out and called it good. And that would have been it. And I've done that before with holes that small, and holes bigger I would usually patch something with a piece of sheet metal, usually galvanized sheet metal with pop rivets. I would have put it over top of it, put a substantial amount of rivets around it, and then covered the whole thing with a Bondo to smooth it out and cover the riveted metal. That's been the past. That's been the way that these repairs were made in the past, and they're still made that way if you don't have a welder, what have you. But I'm trying something different today. What I want to show you is the way I'm going to do it is supposed to be the right way to do this repair. It's my opinion. If it's your car, there's no right or wrong way to do it, as long as you get it done. You know, everybody has a different skill level and what have you, so I would never be the judge of anybody's repair, good, bad, or indifferent. But anyway, let me show you what I've done so far. As you see, I cut out the square there of rust, and to get a piece of metal to fit that, what I would do is I take a piece of paper. In this case, I'm going to show you this receipt here, and I'm going to take this receipt and I'm going to trace over with my finger several times the hole like that, and there you get somewhat of a copy of the hole, and you cut that out and you get something that looks like that. Okay, now this piece of paper here, what I did last night, I guess I should say, was I took this piece of paper and I traced it on a piece of metal that I had left over. In this case, it was the old hood to the Galaxy where I got into an accident. You see, I put this paper over top of that metal that I sanded off, traced over it with a Sharpie marker, cut it out with the same sloppy angle grinder. It's a 4-inch angle grinder, so probably be better off using a small Dremel tool or something like that. But in this case, it really doesn't matter. So I took that little piece of metal, cleaned it up. Let's go back to the garage here. Never mind the mess of the garage. I know I got to clean it. It's a disgrace. Anyway, this is the piece of metal that came off of the, let me focus here. It's a piece of metal that came off of the hood. Okay, now that's going to be the top. This is the bottom. I just painted it to give it a protective coating underneath, as well as the bottom part of that. It got painted with primer and top color paint. So you see, it fits. It's in here, right? There you go. It's a little bit of a gap, but I can probably make that up with weld. There you go. Now, this is a small, tiny hole, and the same principles used for larger rust spots. Basically, the same type of principles used. And the name of the game is to get your welder. In this case, I have a flux core welder, a cheap, really cheap, $90 flux core welder. And I take the welder and I spot weld it, this piece in there. And I keep making spot welds till the spot welds touch, grind the whole thing down, and in a perfect world, I would not have to put any filler on it because it would be enough metal there to smooth out and it would be all good. But knowing the way I do it, it's not going to be that way. It's probably going to be kind of sloppy, and I'm probably going to have to put a skim coat of filler on there. But the important thing is the hole is covered with a piece of metal. So hold on, I'll get my welder ready, and when I come back, the welder will be there, the piece will be in there, and I'll be putting spot welds on it and showing you that. Okay, let me just check the, all right. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm going to throw a few spot welds on and call the video. Again, this is my $99 welder here, so. And okay, one. The name of the game is not to blow through the metal. Let's set this up again. As you see, I'm having a hard time here. I know somebody's out there saying about me using gloves. Well, probably least of my problems here. This one. Well, let's try to at least stick this together here. All right, I think that did it. Let's go in this corner here. Okay. Over here. And over here. Yeah, see, I blew through the metal right there. That's not good. Okay. That'll stick. Okay. I'm going to stop it for now. And show you that I am the world, as you well know, I am the world's worst welder. However, out of all that mess, I did get a few tacks to stick and to hold that piece of metal. So I'm going to work my way around, eventually filling in all the holes. And there's a saying that says, you're either a welder or you're a grinder. Well, obviously I'm a grinder because I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding. So, but this is another way to patch a rust hole. And as you can see, obviously I have zero skill with this welder. The only thing I did was read the book, and I tried to use the device and machine as best I could. It's not the greatest machine. It's set on a low setting. I got a long way to go as far as the skill set goes, which is why I usually choose to use the non-welding method of fixing rust holes and everything like that. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to end this video here, fix this up, and eventually on another video I'll probably show you the repaired fender when I go ahead and install the fender on the car itself. The whole fender is going to be sanded down and what have you. It's got other imperfections in it. And just for reference, let me show you the fender that it's going to replace. This fender right here, this fender here, not sure whether you can see that or not, but it has some imperfections here. It's got some crinkles and everything, like right here, some cracks in old body work, and it's also been pushed in from an accident I had last May. The hood was replaced and the other fender was replaced, but this is the last piece of this is the last fender that I'm going to replace as far as the accident goes. There you go. You can see it right there, a big crack. It's because there's body filler over there. There was a rust hole right there. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here now. So you can use this video as your entertainment, because that was absolutely the worst welding that I have ever done, that probably you have ever seen, and go ahead and laugh. I'm just practicing. I have to get better, I guess. Lord, I hope so. All right, have a great day. Bye.